Hey everyone, my name is Mohit and I welcome you to this video. So we are discussing about Virtualbox, and in previous video I gave you an introduction about Virtualbox. In this video we are going to talk about virtualization. The basic concept behind virtualization is abstraction of resources, which means that you separate the hardware resources that you have from the logic and provide them as an abstracted entities so that you can probably package them as per your need and requirement. So how do we achieve it? I will give you just an analogy. If you think of a car, right? So take a car. If you purchase a car and you have to commute from place A to place B, supposedly from your home to office daily, right? If you're commuting alone, so this means suppose your car has 4 seats, right? And you are traveling from this car from A to B 2 times a day. Now, the physical resource is the car, and there is a 75% wastage if you are traveling alone, because you are only occupying 25% of the seat, that is 1 seat out of 4. So you have 75% of wastage, right? So this is the problem when you don't abstract your resource. Now suppose we take the option of carpooling, right? So carpooling is kind of abstraction of the resources, right? So if you have a way to achieve it, you probably can utilize the rest of the 75% as well. How? By filling all the 4 seats here. So this concept of carpooling is something similar to what we were looking when the concept of virtualization started. So the concept is that whatever physical resources that you have, so suppose this is your physical resources, it can be your disk, it can be your input output, it can be your CPU, memory, etc. These are your physical resources, right? And earlier what happened, we had an operating system which will manage all these physical resources as well as manage the applications which were trying to communicate to these physical resources through the operating system. Now we wanted some sort of logic so that we could have multiple operating system on the same physical resources, right? So how you can have multiple operating system, you need some sort of logic to do that, and that logic is provided by a piece of software which is called VMM, Virtual Machine Manager, or hypervisor. So this is the concept of virtualization. So what is the motivation to do so? You understand the motivation that to improve the utilization, right? This is the key motivation. Suppose you are buying a $10,000 server and you are not able to utilize it to 80% of capacity for complete 1 year, and you are still only running it to 20% of the capacity. It's just wastage of your money, right? Now the other motivation was a test and development environment. All right, so when you have virtual machines, it's easy to configure them, it's easy to destroy, and that's what is the key motivation for us to learn Virtualbox, how we can utilize it for our maximum benefit to test and develop. Third is business continuity. With virtual machine, it gives a concept of portability. Portability means you can export virtual machines from one piece of hardware to another piece of hardware, and that portability part is very easy as compared to a operating system deployed directly on a physical infrastructure, right? It also helps in improving the high availability, the resilience of the system. This is the main reason why it is called an improvement for business continuity. All right. So these are some of the key, you can say, motivations for our going towards virtualization. So key points to note: the piece of software which implements the virtualization is called virtual machine manager or hypervisor. Our physical resource can be disk, IO, CPU, memory. So this was all about virtualization, and in the next video we are going to talk about the two types of virtualization and why Virtualbox is termed as a type 2 virtualization. I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you have any feedback, you can put it in the comment box and I would be happy to reply. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.